ashver.com.
Hello and welcome to ashver.com. You are watching an interesting video on is it possible to lower the risk of Alzheimer's disease?
Please read the disclaimer carefully.
It seems natural that most seniors would develop some dementia, since part of aging includes death of brain cells. Actually, seniors generally lose strength in many parts of their bodies as cells die. It is estimated that nearly half of seniors over 85 have some. But it doesn't necessarily go as far as Alzheimer's does, yet scientists are concluding that deterioration it is not inevitable. Taking the steps below may stop it in some cases, or slow it in others. Some studies even show some memory loss can be reversed. So while often scientists can't prove whether these healthy habits specifically prevent or delay Alzheimer's, the suggested steps provide benefit for overall health that may do the job for you. Either way, it's worthwhile. Some activities may reduce your chances by as much as 50%. No, they can't offer guarantees, but hopefully we will make the effort to follow as many of the recommendations as possible to protect our body and our brain. Below you'll find the primary things we can and should do. Any step may help, so don't wait to start. Did you know Alzheimer's was first identified over 100 years ago? I didn't until recently. It was 1906 when Dr. Alois Alzheimer discovered amyloid plaques and fibrous tangles while performing an autopsy on a woman who had suffered memory loss and language issues. To this day, plaques and tangles found in the brain are an accepted way of confirming Alzheimer's disease after death. It strikes me as rather sad that until recently so little progress had been made on its research. And in spite of all that research, there is no effective treatment or cure. Funding has increased over the last 10 years. Now, with a large number of baby boomers moving into retirement, perhaps the urgency will increase. It may already be causing a much higher number of deaths than claimed. In an article in USA Today, they reported that while Alzheimer's has held the sixth highest position for cause of death in the United States at 85,000 people, realistically it is much higher number than that. It could be as many as 500,000 deaths, since often a death certificate might show as heart failure, or pneumonia as an immediate cause of death. If the number is in the 500,000 range, that could move it to third place, with heart disease and cancer still causing over 500,000 annually. We may never be able to pin down the number, but it is still. This is an exciting step to me these days. The more I learn about eating natural, unprocessed foods, the more interested I become. There's a huge variety of healthy eating recommendations out there, as you no doubt have seen. Many scientists or doctors believe the Mediterranean diet is best for a healthy brain and body. It seems more and more advocates staying away from processed food as much as possible. It's been fun to explore ways to do that when so much is processed anymore. Good, wholesome food always ends up healthier. Fresh fruits, vegetables, legumes, and yes, even some lean meat, fish and poultry, help our bodies work better. And working better means our bodies are more able to fight off infection and diseases. The more natural food we eat, the more likely we are getting the vitamins and minerals our bodies need, perhaps eliminating the need for some or many of the supplements we take. Food is usually a better way to receive vitamins and minerals than supplements. Some studies show some of them may be detrimental or have little effect anyway. While I'm not sure I'm ready to accept that, I certainly agree eating right is the better way. Exercise is one key to brain health. Aerobic exercise can make a huge difference in your brain's health. Something I didn't realize is that strength training is also needed. We need to get moving. So much of what is invaluable for brain health is also required to keep your body healthy. We need to exercise for heart health, to lower cholesterol, to lessen the risk of diabetes. A healthy heart makes for a healthier blood flow, which makes for a healthy brain. Activity and stimulation is essential for a healthy brain that will be able to resist Alzheimer's or dementia. It's been proven that those with the most mind engagement during their lifetime had lower plaque levels. As I've mentioned above, The plaque buildup is found in brains of people who suffered from Alzheimer's. Brain exercise strengthens the connections in the brain. Different varieties of brain games make it more adaptable so other parts are more able to help any weakened areas. It may build up a sort of reserve within your brain. This goes along with being more social as well. The more involved and engaged your mind is, the more exercise it is getting, the stronger it can be. Another reason for cross-training your brain as well. Different games work on different functions. Managing high blood pressure and any cardiovascular conditions are vital to maintaining proper brain function. Steady blood flow allows for maintenance and even growth of new brain cells. It's so important to manage your cholesterol levels, diabetes, high blood pressure, or any other conditions you have going on right now. One of the points I've seen lately in several books I've been reading on Alzheimer's prevention is to maintain a relationship with your doctor throughout. Apparently we need to be told that repeatedly. Certainly you must if you have a condition that needs watching, but even if you don't, discuss your plans with him or her, whether about exercise, eating habits, smoking or drinking, weight control. It's very important that you work together as much as you can, for a healthier. Managing your conditions includes doing what is good for your body, maintain a healthy weight, limit alcohol, though a glass is often recommended. Red especially, stop smoking. Again, work with your doctor. Be upfront with your issues. An interesting note, in the book, A Short Guide to a Healthy Life, by Dr. David B. Agus, the doctor discusses a 2008 Harvard study that reported nearly all chronic conditions, including Alzheimer's, are linked to inflammation. Statins lower inflammation in addition to lowering cholesterol. They are now considering whether statins may help, since they do reduce inflammation. I'm looking forward to seeing any results that may come from additional studies on. Less stress is so easy to say, much more difficult to achieve. Ever try telling someone who is stressed out to calm down? Still, pick a moment when you are distressed and try to give some thought to what it is that is causing stress. If you think through each one, it may be possible to find a solution, or at least partially. It's important to try to find some way to lessen it. Johns Hopkins has recently reported that people who are anxious or depressed are 40% more likely to develop memory issues. They have linked it to our body producing more cortisol, the stress-related hormone. Do you know what is causing your stress? Is it general or specific? Is it possible to change the circumstance that is causing it? That isn't always possible, I know, but I have found that when I play out the worst case scenario in my mind, what it would cause. What would happen if. What would I do about it? The path I need to take becomes clearer. Facing the fear seems to lessen its hold. Can you change something to stop it? It can be freeing to let go of that which is weighing on you. That's probably what led me to start simplifying. When I realized how little I really needed, and began letting go of the stuff that was overwhelming me, it was a relief. Like I said, I know it isn't always possible, but it can help to look right at the worst that might happen. Please talk to someone about it. Depending on your concerns, discuss it with your doctor, your spouse or partner, your best friend, a pastor or counselor. Sharing the worry can not only take some of the burden off your shoulders, but you may find more clarity and they may offer. Have you ever worked your body so hard that you feel like you hurt all over? I have on occasion, and felt certain I would be so sore the next morning. Yet sleep restores, and the next morning I was fine. It still surprises me that sleep's affected it so much. I'm not referring to aerobic exercise particularly, but more like when you are packing to move, or cutting back trees or doing major yard work, things like that. Come to think of it, there have been times when my brain hinted to me that I was thinking too hard too. It's been shown that the brain is the same. It needs the rest of sleep to restore itself. Recently studies have shown that if you go without enough sleep, staying up all night for long stretches, it can cause brain cells to die. Too little sleep affects short-term memory. It affects the ability to learn new information. You can see the importance of that for all ages, not just as a preventative of Alzheimer'. If you think you might be suffering from depression, please see a doctor. Even if you think what you are dealing with is a temporary thing, you might consider it. Please don't put it off. Depression can take many forms and affect each person in different ways. Some may be more manageable, but others can be so debilitating. Your doctor should be involved in selecting the best way to help you. It could be medication temporarily if you are working through something in particular, it could be something more. If you don't want to be on medication, again, talk to the doctor about that too. I believe you can be helped. Sometimes it takes trying different medications or treatments, so stick with it until you find something, so there you have it. Other factors surely can contribute to the risk of Alzheimer's disease, but by practicing these recommendations you may strengthen your body and mind so it is more able to resist deterioration. It would be wonderful to start while you are young, to form good and healthy habits, but if you are older they will still help. Even people over 70 have found themselves more able to solve problems and remember better with improved diet and brain and body exercise. It's never too late.
Thank you for watching this interesting and informative video. This channel offers motivational, inspirational, valuable and informative videos to soothe, cleanse and inspire your health, mind, body and spirit. You can find a lot of interesting videos on wide range of topics here. Stay tuned and keep watching.